Mm.
What's going on, people? What is going on, people? This is your boy K Styles with the 6-Man Convo, which you can find exclusively on the 6-Man K Styles channel. Go and tell your friends, go and tell your peoples, go tell your dog, cats, your neighbors, dogs and cats, children everywhere. Hey, K Styles, 6-Man K Styles, where you need to be on a Thursday night. And as you always know, I got my mans over here on my stage right this time. Not left, but right.
Stage right.
It's your boy, the mad scientist himself, Mad Mike Sports, a.k.a. the Great One. Hey, what's going on, peoples? How's y'all evenings doing? How your day's been so far? Like I said, go ahead and drop your representation. Put some of that red and black in that chat if you're watching. Hey, we gotta show the color. We gotta show the colors here today, man. But as you already know, I can't go nowhere without doing the real roll call. I ain't gonna do the okay part because it made me sound desperate as hell. But
Right.
but like I said, as we know today, the roll call is gonna come as follows. We got Joseph Thornton in the building. We got Brian Peoples. We got Dan the Man. We got Michael Walker. We got Raheem Devine. We got Mr. William Amy. We got Tell Sports and Gaming. What's going on? What's going on, bruh? We got ATM 534. This is my dog right here. Trust me. The stuff that you sent me.
Oh, hey,
yeah, boy. We keeping them receipts for the whole season. I'm just letting y'all know that now. Asia Green, what's going on, mama? Yeah, we got just enough people in here to go ahead and get this started. But before we start with your regularly scheduled program, Mike, I see the hat. Let them know. Let them know what they talking. Let them know what you're talking about with that.
Hey man, this is a huge game. I think it's probably one of the biggest games of the year. As we all know, Florida Gators and Bulldogs are going to be going against each other Saturday at 3:30. There's a lot of speculation of whether or not the Dogs are going to be that team to be the finally get that national championship. I mean, going back to before I was even born, you know what I'm saying? Like it's been a long time. All right, it's been a long time, and I want to know what you guys think. All right, right now, hit that button, hit that like button first and foremost, so we kind of help K-Style get this algorithm thing up. But Dogs, man, like who you guys got? Do you think that this is going to be a close game? Bulldogs against the Gators. There is a quarterback controversy for me. I don't trust Kirby. I don't trust Kirby. And I dang sure don't. And anybody know me, I never trusted Stetson Bennett. But it's just for the fact that you're going against an Alabama team, man. And Florida is no slouch on the defensive side of the ball either. This is going to be a test because if he does it, if for whatever reason, again, if JT Daniels can't go, do you guys trust Stetson Bennett? And like that's That's my thing, man. I'm not sure if I trust him. I'm just gonna be honest. I think the Dogs can win without him, but I just don't trust Stetson Bennett. I don't trust him against good teams with big time talent. Um, but I do think we have enough. The Dogs have enough to kind of take it not only to the SEC championship, but to the national. I really believe that we have enough. The running game is starting to kind of get going. The offensive line is starting to get going. You're getting guys back like wide receiver.
Pickens.
Pickens, George Pickens. You getting Pickens back from an ACL. So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be an interesting weekend, man. Like I said, if you guys want to know more and want to talk more, obviously you can leave some comments not only for K Styles, but leave some comments from us, man. Like we would love to answer any types of questions you have. It doesn't have to be Atlanta Falcons content. We are by now. You should know by now that we are definitely those people when it comes down to Georgia sports, man, and just not just Georgia sports, just sports in general. We just some sports fanatics. So that's all I got, man.
All right. Yeah, Ted Sports said, "Go Dogs, whooping Gator ass and get our win back." Kyle Pick took from us. Yeah, it looked like a few people were talking about, they rather have JT Daniels, but I guess they riding the hot hand right now. And Miss Maggie T with the shout out. Definitely appreciate it. Make sure y'all put some flowers in for Miss Maggie T in the comment section. That's the first lady of AFN. Show her some respect. Or we coming through this camera and we whooping your ass. I'm just kidding. But for real, get her some flowers.
Oh, goodness.
But yeah, Georgia Tech got a big game this weekend, too. We got Virginia Tech. This is always one of them back and forth games. We've kind of got Virginia Tech the last couple years. But our main issue right now is is pretty much how we say in football anyway. You got to convert on those third downs. Your defense has to get off the field. So we don't take each other for granted. And like I said, by us talking about this, y'all better get ready for that final week, Georgia Tech.
He's still sticking to it. He's not.
I'm gonna stick to it. Look. I'm gonna tell these folks know right now. I don't give a damn about eating pie if Georgia Tech get their ass whipped. I say Georgia Tech gonna win. I'm sticking by it. But those are gonna be some interesting shows. But
it's definitely gonna be interesting. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I had another topic that I wanted to talk about, but we're gonna save that for later. I think we should go ahead and get right into the show. Okay, as we look at it, I didn't put the banner on there, so don't mind me. We just gonna say it right here. All right, Panthers, Falcons. As we know, we're really about to get into this is what I call the truth serum portion of our schedule. This is the truth serum because, like I said, we got 3 and 3. The first part of the schedule, that's the schedule. That was the unfortunately, we really should be at least 4 and 2, 5 and 1, but plays didn't go our way, and unfortunately. We got to roll with the stitches on that. But right now, we're getting into that true serum part where we got Carolina, New Orleans, Dallas, New England, Jacksonville. Hey, rivalry game. Anything goes. No telling how to go. No telling got back and forth. And shout out to Twisted Torch TV. Like I said, hey, y'all make sure y'all check out his preview that he did on his channel. Hey, good shit, homie. But what is the matchup that you're looking like? My question for you, Mike, is what's the matchup that you're most interested in this game that could be a determinant for the Falcons to come out with a victory or such and such? Like what matchup are you looking forward to the most?
Their interior against Grady Jarrett. I want to change that because I actually have a video coming out right after the show as well as K Styles. But Dean Pease, if you haven't heard Dean Pease, he pretty much said that he's starting to use Grady Jarrett on the outside.
I saw that.
And that's intriguing. That's really intriguing for me. I've said before that the Falcons have used Grady Jarrett at the 4-eye position. Basically, what that is right over the tight end. Not tight end, but the tackle is right over the tackle. And I think you kind of said, I didn't see it. I would need to go back and watch, the fan. But he was kind of using him as a wide 9, and that is interesting. Because if that is something that teams have to start worrying about, that brings so much attention toward the outside. And now you got Grady Jarrett, you got Marlon Davis and Tyler Davis and these guys in the middle of the field. So it's like that's what I'm going to be. The matchup that I'm really going to be looking at and the players to watch is Grady Jarrett and see what they're going to be doing with Grady, because that right there really has me intrigued. Because when you talk about Aaron Donald, that's another thing that the Rams do with Aaron Donald. You never know where Aaron Donald is going to line up, and that's a problem. And Grady Jarrett is an absolute problem.
Yeah, because it wasn't like they did it the whole game. It was like a few plays, but what they did was they widened the defensive line, and they had the linebackers literally lined up, stacking on top of the damn offensive line. So it looked like a double A. It was a double A gap blitz look, but they had Grady wide 9 over the left tackle.
Oh wow. So you creating pressure inside in the middle without even Grady being out there. So now you're getting pressure inside and outside. Wow.
Yeah, because now since Grady said like some of their packages, so since if Grady's gonna be lined up wide like that, you gotta take accountability for that. Ooh. While you're manufacturing that blitz look in here. So it's gonna quicken that quicken that process, because now you thinking like, oh shit, Grady's over there, but these motherfuckers right here, they coming.
Right, that's nasty.
And now what happens with that is when it quicken it up, if the linebackers show blitz and then back. His mindset already saying blitz. So if he's throwing that slant, across the middle, if they use this a lot here, expect Debo to get his first interception this week.
This is going to be interesting. That's an interesting move. And I really didn't pay it much attention because I like to go back and watch the press conferences. A lot of people don't really like that because he showed a lot of valuable information, shared a lot of valuable information there that I think is really interesting. Again, you check that out after the show, but good gosh, man, I'm ready to see. I need to go back and watch the game now since you don't brought that up.
Yeah, man. Hey, I'm about to say we do this shit right after the show. But I definitely show you what I'm talking about. Like I said, it surprised the hell out of me when I saw it, because I was like, I mean, he did say they was gonna be coming from everywhere. Just like this comment here said, Bernard Singleton here said, yeah, he did say they was coming from everywhere. And that is what you want to do. You don't want to show the same damn look. Right. And then what also happens too is if it's one of those cases where they do bring that nickel corner blitz or that corner blitz from the opposite side, you're so focused on this side, and the slide protection is going to the Grady side of the game, and now that corner could come in. like I said, if the snap count, like I said, if he read the snap count right, sack. But you got to finish the sack, though. We get there, you got to finish the sack.
Got to finish it, yeah.
Right. So, yeah, you said, so you pretty much said Grady in the offensive line.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of going to go in the same route as you, but I'm going to flip it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to flip it. I'm looking at this guy. I'm gonna pay close attention to this guy this week.
Ooh.
I'm gonna pay attention to this guy right here, Jalen Mayfield. Like I said, he's been having a hell of a season so far.
Man, got a big badunka-dunk ass. God damn, man.
What the hell are you looking at, bro?
Oh my God.
That motherfucker eat apartment buildings and shit.
That motherfucker eat apartment buildings. Damn, we need some of that meat, boy. In our middle
you said that's a defense. That's a defensive lineman we need.
We need right there.
All right. Yeah. But the reason why I say Jalen Mayfield is because I want to see the matchup between him and this guy right here, Derek Brown.
Oh yeah.
This is the matchup that I'm looking forward to see. I want to see this. A lot of people may not really pay attention to trenches like that as far as the individual matchups, but this matchup is very interesting to me. I'm still you ain't shit. That boy ate H.E. Holmes out there, motherfucker.
You trying to tell you, boy.
Damn, boy. That boy bigger than Buckhead, boy. I tell you that, boy. But this matchup right here is very intriguing to me because, as we know, with Carolina's defense, they have a very good they have a very attacking, opportunistic type of defense. Like I said, we can't take them lightly. They're getting some players back. Stephon Gilmore's coming back. Hassan Reddick's playing good. Derek Brown is playing good. Jeremy Chin, I got it. I didn't mess it up this time. Jeremy Chin. I still don't know where I got all them names from earlier this week, but I don't know what that was. But
it happens to the best of us.
Exactly. We ain't perfect around here. But what I'm still, like I said, what I want to see is we have to protect Matt Ryan. And the one thing that Carolina likes to do is they like to send linebackers, but they like the Derek Brown holds a lot of attention. So if Jalen Mayfield, like I said, Matt Hennessy, both of them are going to have their hands full this week. But I'm looking for Jalen Mayfield specifically because if he can hold Derek Brown single-handedly just enough this game and keep Matt Ryan upright, hey, it's gonna be, like I said, it's gonna be a good day for the offense. But the main thing we have to do in this game, and Mike, you and you said it on Monday. No bulletin board material. No taking team for granted. Like I said, we on a 2-game win streak. We got to keep the momentum up. Like I said, this is where your team. This is gonna be the portion now where we're gonna really find out what this team is made of. Like I said, are we gonna be able to get Calvin Ridley to finally get that big game? And what I mean by big game is get that Calvin Ridley type game we're used to. Are we going to get Hayden Hurst involved? Are we going to, like I said, Like I said, we riding high right now. We getting turnovers. We got Sam Darnold like I said, Sam Darnold got to be calling the Ghostbusters. We got to call Ghostbusters. The Marshmallow Man, he's seeing the Marshmallow Man. He's seeing the Green Goop. He's seeing all that shit right now. So
right.
We good. But what else? But
also, I think you have to really go at Brian Burns. He's a small dude. Like he's smaller than Vic Beasley. So like I think the Falcons are gonna really take advantage of him. He's not very good at stopping the run at all. He's a pass rusher. He wants to get after the quarterback. And if they can find a way, and I'm positive that they're gonna find a way, in particular with these 2-3 tight end sets, to really get after him and force him to be physical, like force Carolina to be in a physical football game. Because if you know anything about Derrick Brown, yeah, he's a very good defensive tackle, but his expertise is really just getting after the quarterback. It's not so much stopping the run. Marlon Davidson was that guy for them who was the run stuffer. So it's like if you can force them to get in a game where we, like you said earlier, Tuesday, is we can force them to get in the game, score early and get off to a good start early. We can force them into, our type of game, which is one to milk the clock and just play physical football.
Exactly. Mondi said, is Fabian and Harris gonna play Sunday? It's kind of looking like that they are. AJ Terrell look like he's gonna suit up Sunday as well. Like we all see it right now. AJ Terrell, like I said, God bless you for the physicality, but goddamn, we don't need you getting concussed out here again. We don't need him getting concussed out here again. Like I said, Fabian, he's had a good stretch of a couple games before he got hurt, but like I said, everything should come by. Let's see.
He's actually turning things around. I really like what Fabian is doing. He's playing well.
Exactly. Hey, so you want. I'm like I said, I don't know if I want to get into it right now, but you know what? Falcons win. Falcons win. Who do you think has the break? Has the bit? Who you think is the player? Who do you expect to be the player of the game this week?
Falcons
if everything goes right, who gets the player of the game?
Whew, that's interesting. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. This offense is really starting to really pick up, and Matt Ryan is in his element. So I'm gonna go out of the way, and based on my previous statements, I've said it before. I'm absolutely terrified and devastated that this guy's playing as sucky as he has, but I'm gonna say Calvin Ridley. Calvin Ridley's gonna have a big game. I really believe he's coming into his own. There's no reason not to believe in Calvin Ridley outside of what he's showing you. He's showing you that he's timid for whatever reason, but we still know what he's capable of, and I just don't believe when you look at that Carolina secondary, even though they have some pretty good guys. I believe it's C.J. Henderson, J.C. Horn. I think he's injured. I don't think he's back. And they made it's somebody else. I'm missing someone else.
Stephon Gilmore. Was it not Adoree Jackson, but what's that? I know Jackson. I know that's the other one. CJ Henderson. Yeah, Jackson. I forget the first name. It's Jackson. I forget the first name.
Yeah, I think it's Jackson, but I don't think any of those guys can cover Calvin really. Calvin is like I said, he's an elite route runner. And it's just he at some point in time it's gonna click with him, just like it clicked with CP, just like it clicked for Matt Ryan, it clicked for Kyle Pitts. Like he's gonna click. It clicked with Jalen Mayfield. Once these guys finally get it, like Calvin really gonna be a problem. And right now, like teams are so afraid of Kyle Pitts. This dude, he's a ticking time bomb. He ready to explode. Calvin really is ready to explode. He's gonna make an impact. And I think this is the game, especially on the division game. This is the best time for him. I think this dude, I really believe that Calvin Ridley is going to have a pretty good game, man.
All right. And David Breland, appreciate you. Dante Jackson. That's his name. Dante Jackson. Oh, yeah. Because like I said, I had it on the tip of my tongue, but it's like Adoree Jackson's name kept coming up.
Right.
Yeah. So I just wanted to say Jackson, but I want to kind of piggyback on something you said earlier about Brian Burns. I think that's where Lee Smith is going to come in for that one. The Mountain Man. I think that's where he's going to come in. I think you might see a lot more of those kind of chip it outs for him, because if Brian Burns is going to be attacking our line of scrimmage, he's going to be trying to attack with a fury and let the Mountain Man chip him. Lyra's mom said, she says I'm late and I have my drink. Lyra's mom, what you drinking? You still drinking on the Hennessy? Let me know what you drink. Nathan, what's going on, man? Appreciate you joining. Floyd Donnelly, what's going on? Hey, man. I'm looking. Hey, I need my like I said. I need the Mike Davis UPS truck legs to be churning this week. I'm waiting on that game for Mike Davis. Like I said, CP doing the damn thing. I need Mike Davis to do it. Like I said, I need to see him take control of the running game. But how much yards Mike Davis might get? Like that. I don't know. I'm not even gonna give you a damn number on that. Look, Lyra's mom said she got some Crown Royal tonight. You got the regular Crown Royal, you got the specialty Crown Royal. You know, they got the apple, they got the peach, vanilla, and all that stuff. But yeah, Antonio Holloway, I don't know how many yards he's gonna get. The main thing is he's gonna have to have an imprint on this game one way or another. Yeah, I haven't said this this much this season, but we got to run the damn ball. And I'm gonna need Mike Davis to be the conductor of that train. Because, like I said, as good as this defense is, the defense is not really a big defense. Their line is what you want, but they're kind of built. They're kind of built like us, to where they're a little bit smaller from the linebackers. But goddamn, my linebackers ain't that damn small. But yeah, we're gonna need Mike Davis to be running through some folks. Ghost Pepper said waiting for Wayne Gallman to shine. Like I said, trust and believe. They gradually gonna let him get his shine.
Well, he did. He was in on the game. He was number 25 in on the touchdown to Calvin Ridley.
Yeah. Like I said, he's getting playing time. He's getting some playing time. Like I said, they have to gradually work him into the offense. You got to get the chemistry with these folks. So I guarantee you by week 11, by week I say about week 10, 11, you're going to see a whole lot more Wayne Gallman than y'all seeing right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because even though he ain't got as much playing time, he's running in the right direction that we want him to, and that's going north and south.
Right now, teams just sitting in the middle of the field, so that's why you're not seeing Mike Davis just not getting a lot of rushing yard, because teams is just not playing the outside right now. So that's why we got to keep pounding the ball. That's why you're seeing them keep pounding the ball with CP and Wayne Gallman, because teams is not allowing. A lot of it had to do with Matt Ryan. It's because the only way you're gonna slow Matt Ryan is coming straight up the middle. Like, you can't sit on the outside and expect Matt Ryan is just too good. He's a veteran quarterback, and veteran quarterbacks, once they see you coming from the side, all they're gonna do is step up in the pocket. So that's why you're seeing, not as many rushing yards for Mike Davis, because they're just sending those A and B gap blitzes, the kind of stuff, not only the center but the guards. But like you said, you slowly starting to see Mike Davis play a little bit better. But like you said before, you gotta, like, right now, you just gotta keep feeding CP into it and force them to, instead of piling everything up in the middle, you want them to kind of focus on the outside so you can start pounding the ball. So it's patience. It's not what we want to see right now, but it's patience.
Right. Yeah, because I think there's a wrinkle in the Arthur Smith playbook that I noticed he did in Tennessee a little bit that we haven't really seen that often, we haven't really seen yet. It'll be a little bit different with this team than it is in Tennessee. But one thing that he likes to do is he likes to run up two running backs next to the quarterback and kind of run like that read option swing pass type thing, where you got if you have Cordero or Mike Davis in the backfield at the same time, you can run good or option with the swing route with Cordero. So, like I said, I don't know if we're gonna see that this Sunday. We haven't really seen it, but I think they're gonna start implementing that stuff. I think we're gonna start seeing a lot more plays in this play, but we haven't seen a lot of play. We haven't really seen
a lot
the whole
of
play.
Right.
But let me see. Let's see what everybody at. Okay, we got another one right here. Anthony Wiggins says, do you think we make the playoffs this year? It's all going to be determined on this stretch of games right here. I believe we make the playoffs at 10-7. I believe we make the playoffs at 10-7. But these stretch of games right here is going to say a lot. Now, you may say, well, how's 4 or 5 games going to determine if you make the playoffs or not? If you take at least 3 out of these next 5 games, and you 6-4, well, I say 4. You take 4 out of these 2 games, that puts you in a good position. That puts you in a good position to make that run, because the later part of the schedule is not really too bad. But we got to take care of this portion right here first. Like I said, I believe they still a 10-7 team, and they got a lot of people hitting me up talking about, well, you smoking on that shit. I'm like, no, this is 10-7.
Yeah, I've actually seen those comments too, bro.
Yeah.
They coming on my videos like, man, you crazy as hell. 10-7, you crazy. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. But those are usually the people that want them to lose all the rest of the games this year to get their point proven. Tony said, what's one change y'all noticed Arthur Smith brought to the team?
That's easy.
Red zone touchdowns. That's what he brought to the damn team.
That's easy. That's about the easiest question possible right there. Red zone touchdown. We scoring in the red zone.
Exactly. That's the main thing he brought to the team was red zone play calling. And if you notice how the red zone play calling is, it's not stagnant formations and stagnant route combinations. It's a whole bunch of misdirection. It's crosses. It's spacing concepts. It's all that. So you're not getting the basic boring goal, the basic boring formations and route concepts in the red zone.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, and
Hey,
Bernard,
we saw option read with Matt Ryan, so that should tell you everything that you need to know.
right?
Red zone.
But Bernard Singleton says, discipline. I'm about to say, if you notice, we ain't been really getting a lot of flags, not major flags at that anyway. Not those, not those major flags.
A lot of it due to like they simplifying they're just simplifying the game. They're not going out running these too deep dig routes and deep outs. They're not just doing all a bunch of that crap that former Frank used to do. That's basically what it is. When you put all them deep outs and deep dig routes, a lot of that take time. So it puts more pressure on the offensive line. So when you don't put as much pressure on your offensive line, they can just be what they can be. They some big hogs. That's what they want to do. They want to put a body on you and they want to make you suffer. And I've said before, the reason why even Jake Matthews is not perceived as one of the best tackles in the game is because you heard his name a lot. Now you don't hear a damn thing about Jake Matthews. Why is that? Because he's doing his damn job. And that has everything to do with just great play call, doing what the offensive linemen like to do. They want to beat you up.
Mm-hmm. All right. So let's go ahead. We have a new concept here on the 6-man combo here. We call this the Ask 6-man Q&A. Basically what this is this is why I say on the social media, and like I said, I'm gonna start posting on community tabs about hashtag Ask 6-man. And once I put that community tab, that's why I want y'all to put y'all questions on, because now I'm going to implement these questions. I'm gonna implement some of these questions on the show, or I'm gonna make videos on them. I have an Ask 6-man Q&A question here. I was actually going to make a video on this, but I was like, I might want to do this live, and I think y'all might get a kick out of this question. I don't know if Mike, like I said, and this is a question. Mike hasn't seen this question yet, so we about to get some raw emotions. We either get some raw emotions or we get some laughter here, or we get the absolute truth. But the Ask 6-man Q&A question of the week goes to Smart Ride. His question is, yeah. I guess they asked the question because they think we're going to avoid these questions. Okay, he says Matt Ryan is playing pretty good. You see the quote, you see that parentheses, hard for me to say. Would you package him with a few draft picks to Houston for Deshaun Watson? Imagine Pitts and Watson combination for the next 8 years.
I gotta be truthful. I gotta be truthful with this. Hi.
I want the people to put their look. Hey, I want the people, they can they can put their input on this as well. We got a hell no. V said that's a damn surprise. but let me go ahead and I'm do this. I'm gonna say this. It's gonna be pretty. You can't really do that. I wouldn't do it. Now, like I said, if this was one of those cases where Matt Ryan played so bad, and we talking about Ryan Leaf bad. Now, if he was playing Ryan Leaf bad, and we had cap space for it, you can make that move. But in reality, I can't do that. And one of the main reasons why we really can't do that, Well, as we already know, they've already said that Texans and the Dolphins have already agreed. Only issue with that is, hold on, let me go ahead and put it back up so y'all can see it again. The only problem with this move is this is a move where you don't know where the NFL standing is with Deshaun Watson. You gotta play. You forgot to play. You forgot to play that into account. Now, personally, I think Deshaun Watson is innocent in his situation, but we know how Roger Goodell goes, and we know how these exempt lists go. Until they really get the full investigation and prove the innocent, proving he's innocent. This is a kind of pick that you make where you pretty much saying, let's just give up this year and wait for Deshaun Watson next year. And you talking about a few draft picks, that's three first round picks, and that's 3 second round picks to go with that as well. So you're giving up a whole lot. You know what this kind of reminds me of? You know what that question kind of reminds me of? Remember when that GameStop stock went so far up? I don't know if anybody in the chat or watching, listening here. When GameStop stock skyrocketed from like $90-something to $400-something, and the people that already had the stock in there made almost damn near $200,000. Here come the late guys that looking at like, oh shit, $400. Let me put $800 in this stock. Not knowing that it was a pump and dump stock to where that shit was going to eventually come down. And now you out of not only you out of $800 that you can't get back, you're broke as hell. But like I said, this is kind of a this is a kind of a mindset where you want to tank in order to get the guy out of here. Like I said, I can't make that move. We ain't got the guy. You know what? Hold on. Let me see something. Nah, I thought I was gonna pull it up.
We just don't have. We really just don't. Not only do we not have the cap space, we just don't have the capital to just pull that off. First and foremost, you got to have the capital to pull it off. Then when you talk about capital, you got what basically what that means is you got to have young enough players and young good players to risk not having a first round draft pick for the next 2 years or so. And I don't think the Falcons have any of that. We don't have good enough young players. And I'm talking about young players. I'm talking about guys like Kyle Pitts. I'm talking about guys like Chris Lindstrom. I think they will be good players as time goes on. But right now, these guys aren't Pro Bowlers, so you can't take that risk. Furthermore, when you look at, and I want to take, I guess everybody's expecting me to come out yelling and screaming, but this is the main reason why you can't do it. It's going to pretty much kill everything that you built offensive line wise, that you pretty much, because schematically, this offensive line is built to support a pocket passer who can escape. Texans offensive line is built for a mobile quarterback. So you got guys who are not only tall, but they're athletic. This is a maul you type of offensive line. Caleb McGarry is 6'6", 330, 340 pounds. Chris Lindstrom, Again, another guy, 6'2", 330, 320 pounds. You got Matt Hennessy. He's a bigger a bigger center, but still, compared to other, he's a bigger center. Then you got Jalen Mayfield, who's just a monster at left guard, and then Jake Matthews is another guy who's 6'6", 330. So this offensive line is built for a pocket quarterback. So when you trade for a guy like Deshaun Watson, we know he's not going to stick in the pocket. So now you putting Caleb McGarry in in a different type of position where he has to use his athleticism, and that's not his strength. So now you're going to have to get rid of all the offensive line, most of all the offensive linemen, to cater to what Deshaun Watson does. And maybe a guy like, Calvin Ridley is not the type of, he's not a guy that can improvise and do all this and do all that type of stuff, whether Deshaun Watson to go with him. And the receivers, the running backs. Like now you just got to build a whole offense around him. And they've already started that process. So I'm not saying that he's guilty. I don't know. I'm just going to stay away from that because, like, at the end of the day, we don't know. We don't damn know. Like K-Star said, we don't damn know. We don't know what the hell going on. All right, it could be this and it could be that. I don't damn know. At the end of the day, we need to wait for the NFL to come out with their ruling and see what's what. Because if it was you in that predicament, you would want the benefit of the doubt. If you, at the end of the day, he needs a fair trial. That's all it is. So I'm not going to jump to the conclusion whether or not he's guilty or not. But
right. Yeah.
Schematically, I just don't think it makes sense.
He said that is long-term thinking.
The motherfucker in jail who they ain't no long term. It's another Michael Vick situation.
But like I said, long-term thinking. Think about like Mike said. Think about how much capital you giving up. See, now by you giving up those first round and second round picks to get them, how you gonna put the best players around them if you ain't got the draft capital to put the best players around them?
I mean, we gave up a lot of picks to get Julio Jones, and it took us a while to kind of get back those assets back for getting Julio. So it took up about 2 years. I think we got Julio in 13. It took us almost 16 to kind of like 15, 16 because we got Vic, and I think 14 is where we didn't have. It might have been 15 where we didn't have a first round pick. I think it was 14.
Was it 14? Or was it? It might have been 14.
It might have been 14 where we didn't have a pick. So it took us a minute to kind of get back that capital for trading for Julio Jones. And even in 15, we didn't have a third and a fourth or something like that. So it took us to 16 to really bounce back from that. So when you trade 2 years worth of picks, and we're talking about 2 first round picks, it's gonna take it's what 2021 by all 2022. So you got
it'll take about 2020. Let me see, 2021, 2024, 2025 before you start being able to get those type of players. Like I said, that's just one of those cases where if you do that move, but you want Jordan Davis, how the hell you gonna get Jordan Davis? Or if you want that move, or you want to get this wide receiver that may, I'm just gonna use this as an example, and I know that's it. Let's just use this as an example. What if you want to get a pass rusher that's kind of like a Brian Burns, a little bit bigger, that may be in the first or second round that you can get? Now you don't have that opportunity to get those type of players to help Deshaun Watson. Remember, it's not straight up. Remember, Deshaun Watson just got paid the year before last. So his contract is just starting. Matt Ryan's contract coming up to its end. So now what you're doing now is you're trading you're trading cap situations. See, as of right now, hold on, let me see something. Cause like I put these two tabs up. Mike, I want you to go ahead and share with me because you might be a little bit better expert with this when it comes to me. We'll go ahead and do a little share screen here with you so we can see what we're talking about. Okay, so we're gonna look at Matt Ryan's money. All right. Hold on. Let me do this better.
There we go.
All right, can you see that? Can y'all see that? All right. So yeah. So so that's the trade post June 1st. That's the trade post June 1st with Matt Ryan. So let's say if you made that move right now. Not only will you have to take Deshaun Watson's money, but you're going to have to pay upwards of $65 million for the rest of Matt Ryan's contract. Am I right? Is that how it goes, right? So now by taking on that Deshaun Watson contract, let's say I got this right. So taking that Deshaun Watson contract. All right. Let me see. Make sure it showed up on the screen right. Hold on. Let me get the other one up. Right quick. So by taking, I gotta get used to doing this because I ain't used to doing this on the damn clock. So let's say, okay, so y'all see that. That's the 38 million. We're talking about if we do this trade now.
Right now.
Okay. So we got Deshaun Watson. This is his contract. So this is 2021 right now. Trade post June 1st. Like I said, his dead cap money for the next couple years is actually bigger. It tails off at the end. The only problem is the reason why the Matt Ryan the last couple years is so much greater is because he took those restructures to try to keep everybody together. Because a lot of folks don't know that's what restructuring is. It's giving back money to give the other players so they can stay on the team. But the problem is by giving that money up, now you push the money to the back end. Now, if you take on that if you make that trade in that contract, let me see, 2021. You'll be making just about the same.
Even if you did with Julio when both teams, even that's a stretch to even do that, to say that like both teams is just going to take on each other cap. You would still have to get rid of a lot of guys in order to make you would have to make room for that salary cap because each year, I don't know the exact date, but each league year you have to be under that salary cap. So what you would have to do is essentially what we did this year. We had to get rid of a lot of people and get under that salary cap. So right now, you're talking about if you made that trade, you're talking about $38 million. That means if you're looking at it, you have to you have to trade Grady Jarrett. And that right there would entail that you would have to that's another dead cap hit. Deion Jones, that's another dead cap hit because he just restructured his deal. And quite possibly Jake Matthews, that's another guy that you would have to take in consideration also. So those guys are definitely ones that you would have to get rid of. Which and another thing too, and I know this is long-winded by saying this, but that means Now you're looking at Calvin Ridley. Is Calvin Ridley going to get that extension? Is Caleb McGarry, or those guys going to get their 5th-year option? Is Chris Lindstrom going to get his 5th-year option? It's a lot online. So now you just for that one trade, you got to get rid of your whole offensive line and damn near your whole defense in order to keep Deshaun Watson. So there is a way that you can do it, but do you want to take that risk? Is the question.
And there's one more thing too. If by trading those guys, you got to pay their dead cap as well. So you're looking at a possible situation to where if you make that move, not only you don't have the opportunity to get players to help Deshaun Watson, you pretty much got to get rid of the whole team because like I said, by trading, hold on, let me see if I bring this back. I wish I knew how to zoom this thing in right. But let me go ahead. I'm gonna bring one more screen up. This, let me know, Mike, if you can see this. I'm trying to figure out how to can you see those numbers? Or do I need to try to zoom in a little bit more?
Hold on, let me see.
Hold on. I got you.
I think I can. I can see it.
You can see it?
I can see it, but I'm not positive they can. But I had to kind of go in full screen to do that.
Okay, so if they really can't see it, so basically, if you trade Grady Jarrett, that's gonna have to be part of the deal as well in order to make that room. That's almost a $15 dead cap hit right there. Deion Jones, $16 million. Jay Matthews, $30 million. So not only, so you're looking at a possibility of adding almost $150 to $200 million worth of dead cap money.
Woo, boy. Yeah. And Philadelphia trying to get rid of every piece that they have on that team because they made a foolish decision to trade their quarterback.
Right. And like and the thing about it is, this is not like one of those things where these guys have contracts that are where you can negotiate it where it's like 4 or 5 years worth of just payments. Most of these contracts is coming up in the next 2 or 3 years. So you think about that. Yeah, like I say, yes, you get the hometown kid, you get the hometown guy, you get the excitement because he's not boring like Matt Ryan. Because that, let's just get it what it is. That's really what it comes down to. So think about it. Like I said, think about it. Like I said, it sounds good on Madden. It sounds real good on Madden. It sounds real good on Madden when you can cut the salary cap off.
Right.
But when you actually look at the impact that it can have, like I said,
the next 2 to 3 years.
That puts you not that you ain't even in the red at that point, boy. They just got a danger sign on your ass.
Right.
Not going down that situation. And not only that, means you can't build a team around a guy. So you're looking at Watson and Pitts. Who's gonna block for him? Who's gonna be the next guy? Who's gonna be the other guy to take the pressure off of him? Who's gonna be your defense? That's a lot of that is the Falcons gonna have to file bankruptcy.
Right. That's a lot of dead cap money, bro.
That's a lot, bro. Like
Raymond Elder said, it's $250 million in dead cap. Boy, hell,
bro, they might look. They might well eliminate the Falcons from the draft and free agency altogether.
Ain't no way you gonna get under that.
The Falcons literally gonna have to give up all their draft picks because they ain't gonna afford to pay nobody. And if you extend people, now you add more money.
Wow. Yeah.
So That what I said. Like I said, we have to use common sense. Like I said, if that's long-term thinking, your ass gonna be living under a bridge. I'm sorry, you be living under a bridge.
Long-term thinking always getting a guy that's younger. Like, that's just because he's younger doesn't mean he's gonna be here for the next 2 to 3 years.
Hey, look, I about to say it like this, bro. I'd rather draft a quarterback than go down that road. Because at least with that quarterback, I don't have, like I said, you would just be dealing with his money. You just got to worry about his money. That scenario just literally opened Pandora's box, and you looking like, ooh. So the question would be is, are you with, like I said, and I'm looking at it like this. Are you willing to pay a guy almost $40 million that you hate so badly to play for somebody else? That don't make no damn sense.
I'm good on that.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. Like I said, that's not long-term thinking. That's fantasy football thinking right there.
We don't even know if this guy gonna be free.
Hey, look. He said, we're gonna be out of cap space and drafted. We gotta ask the Hawks and Braves for help. Well, we've been worse. We've been a worse money situation than the WNBA, bro.
Bro.
But the thing is, the thing is, at least the question was asked. But the reality of it is, there's too many implications for it, and especially if you make the trade and he's exempted for the whole year, now you're paying for him not to play. So hold on. This is what we'll be like right here. We'll be handing out toilet paper in the bathroom and shit with that damn there. But yeah, like I said, and Joseph Thornton said it best. That's damn near franchise suicide. Like I said, it's one thing if the guy, if Matt Ryan's contract was low, well, like where it didn't take a significant hit. I'm just saying this, just using this as a hypothetical anyway. But like I said, if his cap hit was low and you already had an established team, remember this, like I said, and why would you mortgage something when your defense was last in the league the last 3 years? You telling me I got to get rid of the high-paying players on my defense that I'm going to owe $50 million to? Yeah, Joseph Thornton said that franchise suicide right there.
Yeah, like, again, just because teams don't have to take that salary cap if they don't want to. They don't. That's what we gotta hear. Understand?
And let me give you a perfect example. Before Randy Moss got drafted by Minnesota, there was once a trade like that, and it was Herschel Walker to Minnesota. That team was on suicide. That franchise didn't recover until they really got Randy Moss. That was almost 7 years later. And that trade is what built up the triplets in Dallas. So basically what you will be doing is the Super Bowl that you want, thinking that is going to happen with Deshaun Watson, you could possibly, given the Houston Texans, maybe 2 or 3 Super Bowls just on that move alone.
Yeah, like I said, financially, it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
And this is what we always say: just because a guy is mobile doesn't mean he ain't prone to get sacked. I just found out Deshaun Watson is the second, not Deshaun Watson, but Lamar Jackson is the second most sacked quarterback in this league.
Yeah, most sacked and hit quarterback. Yeah.
Right. So even though they're winning games and they're winning games on him, down the line and down to the end of the season, them hits is gonna take a toll.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to be outside the store begging for change every day, boy, go be my guest.
No, I'm good on that.
But we're gonna get to this final thing I want to talk about. We're gonna get to this final thing I talk about. And this has to do with the Atlanta Braves. And like I said, they did their main job right now. They got one in Houston. Unfortunately, they lost last night. Max Fried had a bad second inning. But they did the one main thing. They got one on the road. Now we can take care of it at home. But hold on, let me do this thing right quick. Let me do this thing right quick. I don't know. I don't know if y'all paid attention to sports blog news and stuff like that. They bringing back y'all. You remember that series they had against the Cardinals a few years ago, where they brought the tomahawk chop out and made such a big deal about it, and it threw the whole team off. Let me put this picture up. And they showed this at the game they showed this on TV last night, and I got the picture for it. So now basically what they're doing is now they're bringing the conversation back up as far as they want the Braves to stop doing the tomahawk chop again. Got a question about that. I got a question. And Noah Tyndale, shouts out to you, man. I see you in here. Y'all make sure y'all show him some love, man. Let me ask you a question. Why would you wait till the World Series to say this? Everybody been tomahawk chopping all season. 2, the Braves been tomahawk chopping and winning since the 90s. Do you think they're trying to use this to distract the Braves again so Houston can win?
I believe so. I got something controversial to say.
Because if that's the case, like I said, this ain't like one of those things where they had the Washington Redskins thing. Or what was the old Negro League Atlanta team, the Atlanta Black Crackers. It ain't like one of those cases where it's a tribe, it's an Indian tribe. And like I said, you wait till the World Series to bring this up again, because now hold on, where my phone at? Let me see if I pull this. I'm gonna pull this because I actually got this article pulled up right now. Yeah. This is by CNN. It says Native groups and advocates are demanding that the Atlanta Braves eliminate the tomahawk chop symbol and gesture from its branding and game day traditions, saying the team is perpetuating racist stereotypes as the Braves take the national stage in the World Series. But didn't they say that the Native American leaders didn't have a problem with that?
Mm-hmm. Look, I'm gonna just say it like this. If you're not willing to sit down with not only African American people, Asian people, homosexual people, and you just gonna sit back and just look out for your damn self, you can kiss my ass. I'm just gonna be honest with you, because it makes you look like you're only out for yourself your people. And it's the exact same thing that we black people, we point the finger and said, you bad person, bad, you're bad, you're bad. You're looking out for yourself. You're not helping the issue. That's exactly what we're talking about. How are things going to get better if you're not coming together and helping everybody get that equality? So that's my issue. If you got a problem with it's just your people, then what about our people? What about Asian people who have been killed because they said, "Oh, you are the reason why we got the coronavirus"? I didn't see you motherfuckers doing anything about that. I didn't see you talking about. I didn't see you picketing with homosexual people, bisexual, the LGBT community. So at the end of the day, like I understand that everybody has been through some type of genocide, war, or whatever you want to call it. But all we doing is doing the exact same thing that they did to us. At the end of the day, we all need to come together and make sure all of these quote unquote racist laws against everybody, against all nationalities, we get all of them changed. And I know that ain't gonna hit well with a lot of people, but this is the exact same thing. It's just repetitive cycle. I want my people to have this. I don't care about what you do. It's the exact same stuff. So at the end of the day, man, it's very irritating to see something that has been like this. Come on. This is 90. This is 40 years, and now y'all gonna want to say something about it. 40 years, and now y'all want to say something about it. Come on, bro. It's like, come on, stop. This has nothing to do with your people.
Oh shit, my bad. My bad. You pushed the wrong thing. I was trying to get the format to go the right way. I pushed the wrong thing. But like that, the only thing with the Asian people that you said that you just said about them, they now have a law. They now a protected race now over here in America. So you really so you can't bother them no more. Well, you can't bother them. So like I said, you can say hi to them and they can claim racism and give you a felony now. So and Smart Ride and Michael Walker kind of said the same thing. They said they were like, you notice they don't bring up the Astros cheating. This team been cheating for the last 3 years.
Not one time have they said they've been in a cheating scandal. Not one time has Joe Buck or whatever the hell his name is said anything about the cheating scandal.
Right.
But y'all all of a sudden y'all want to start talking about the Braves and this Native American issue. Like I said, like it pick and choose what you want to do and when you want to do it.
See,
this is what they said that.
A01, I kind of been agreeing with him. Why bring it up now? Wait till the off season to where now you're literally taking the focus away from the game itself, and now you're bringing this. We just gonna call it what it is. This quote unquote boycott, this cancel culture shit that they got going on. This is really what it is. This cancel culture shit, this fake woke shit as everybody is trying to do now because it's cool. You're taking the attention off the game itself. Like I said, this is one of those things where if the leaders of the groups have a problem, that should have been something that was addressed at the beginning of the season. It ain't gonna be one of those cases where, and I don't even think it's just them. I think it's some powers actually higher than that that's really bringing this on. Because like I said, that's something that I could see if you did it at the beginning of the season, the Braves was defiant, and then now you put the hammer down on them right here. That's one thing. But was nothing all year. Nothing.
Now you want to start talking about it.
Now the World Series here. Now. And that's really what the confusing part for me is. Sonya, I heard, Donald Trump's supposed to be at the game, the next game. I guess I guess he's trying to get his good graces back for him to campaign for the next election. And to be honest with you, the way the Democrats is moving right now, I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump end up president again, because the moves that they're making has been real shaky as well. But Noah Tyndale said something here earlier too. He was like, but why is everybody? Well, what are the Chiefs? What are the Chiefs? They didn't say nothing about the Chiefs.
A lot of them Native American groups, they can, at the end of the day, they looking for a bag. They looking for somebody to give them a couple $100 million so they can shut the fuck up. So, like, at the end of the day, they're not really concerned about their people. They just looking for a bag. At the end of the day, because it's the perfect example, the perfect time for them to say something to really piss people off. And now they looking for the Major League Baseball or the Braves to cut them a check so they can shut up. And then 10 years later, they bring it up again. It's the repetitive cycle. Because like you said, all year, it's been 162 games, and nobody said anything until now. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Y'all, like, it ain't about change. It ain't about affecting real people. They don't care. Because if they cared, a lot of those people at those casinos that they have, at those reservations that they have, I don't really see a lot of their people on those reservations. It's them and they're in their land. So, like I said before, at the end of the day, y'all got to keep that same energy for everybody and not just be looking out for yourself. But that's never going to change, and people going to be people. And at the end of the day, I hope the Braves don't move. I hope they don't budge, because we've been budging as black people for the last 400 years. We still looking for our 40 acres and a mule. So at the end of the day, if they get theirs, I want mine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's just be real.
Right.
Where I was at.
Right. And like I said, as long as those two parties have the same mindset, rather it be Republicans or Democrats, at the end of the day, both parties are basically the same. They have the same mentality. The big difference, the Democrats, they gonna throw rocks at you and hide their hand. The Republicans are not.
Mm-hmm.
So
we don't take
like hey, we told the Cleveland Indians are no more. They're going to be known as the Cleveland Guardians start next season. So yeah, the Indians are officially done. It's going to be the Cleveland Guardians. K22 said, I would understand if they was using gestures as a sign of disrespect, but it's literally the opposite. So how can they call it racist when they're paying homage towards them? They think about it. I'm about to say, think about all the culture vulture everybody does off our culture. They say they use it as respect. And that's been the theme this whole week, is about keep the same energy. And this is what Dave Chappelle was talking about with this is one of those things where he was talking about where his special, where you got people, and Miss Maggie T said it on her show. People are protesting and making big deals about stuff that could be handled in the back publicly because it's the trending thing to do right now.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, the reality of it, I don't even think it has anything, to be honest with you, I don't even think it has anything to do with the tomahawk chop thing itself. I don't even think it has anything to do with that. Reality of it is they're what they're really trying to do is they're trying to eliminate the Atlanta Braves fans from cheering their team. Because that's what they do at the home games. That's what that and a lot of people that go to Braves games, you do that tomahawk chop, and trust me, I've been to Braves games since I was about 7 years, about not even 7, I say about 4 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they do. That's kind of like, and if you think about it, all it really is a rally cry. That's all it is a rally cry. They've been doing. They, like I said, for as long as I've been living, that's been the rally cry for the Braves to do well at home since the 90s, since I started watching baseball. They want to take away that they trying to take away that home field advantage. That's what I really think it is.
My thing is y'all trying to eliminate a word. Y'all trying to eliminate the word brave. Let's just call a spade a spade. Y'all just trying to eliminate the word brave. A brave, the Braves is a universal word. It just isn't specific to you, and that's my issue. That's my whole issue. It's not like calling somebody the N-word or calling somebody, a white person, the word that we call white people, such and such and such and such. Like it's not like calling them that. So you're literally trying to eliminate a word that is in the dictionary. And like I said before, we can sit up here and talk about all day about this generation did this to this type of people. We did this. They did this to the Jews. We did this to the African American. We did this to Persians. Like we can do this all day. At the end of the day, if everybody ain't willing to sit down and really get everything straight, then what's the point? Y'all don't really want to talk anyway because it's really about that check. Nobody wants to talk because it's really about that check. And like I said, I had no sympathy for anybody because I don't see as mean as this might be. I don't see none of these motherfuckers up here trying to help black people.
Oh, they not.
I don't see nobody. I like I said, I ain't trying to hit. I don't see nobody trying to say, all right, these people need their 40 acres of music. I don't see nobody rallying. I don't see nobody in I don't see no Native Americans. There's a lot of Native Americans that are mixed culture. I don't see them helping us.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. I got something here. Do you want to know what the term Braves mean?
Go ahead.
The Braves were, like I said, the Braves basically were warriors. They were fighters. These are people that fought in wars as well. It said a Native American Brave. The eagle feather that you see that you saw on the throwback logos, rite of passage to manhood. Like these Native Americans were fighters. They weren't. I was like I said, unfortunately, yeah, the Trail of Tears kind of fucked everybody up. But like I said, that's why I said this is a rally cry. We've been rally crying like this since we were kids. Like, now I'm kind of agreeing with you, Mike. We don't get our 40 acres of mule. We still looking for that. Everybody else got theirs but us.
Everybody got theirs but us. Jews got theirs. We see Asian people get them, but nobody trying to help African American or just African people. They got genocides in Africa. Ain't nobody give a fuck. Man, let me get off of
King Leopold, King Leopold of Belgium.
Boy. I'm trying to tell you. Ain't nobody trying to help black people.
King Leopold of Belgium in the Congo.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You talking about a genocide.
A genocide. Ain't nobody here trying to help them.
Right.
Come on, boy. They done killed a whole generation of people. Ain't nobody give a hell. Nobody cared. But we supposed to care? Like, come on, man.
Look.
At the end of the day,
and I think Noah said this as well. The Fighting Irish and Notre Dame.
Boston Celtics. You know what I'm saying? There's so many people, like I said, it's so many people suffering or have suffered.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're gonna do it for one, we got to do it for all, and that's my biggest issue. Everybody just want to say, all right, they crying that they have X amount of dollars. The only reason why, let's be real, a lot of these Native American people even have the ability to even speak is because they hold certain dollar signs. These people are already rich. They already got their land. Again, they got land in Montana and Montana and Minnesota and all these other places. We ain't got a damn thing. I don't see Asian people. I don't see them like hell. They can't even live in China. They kicking them out of China. But ain't nobody saying nothing about that. Ain't nobody saying them about being kicked out of North Korea, South Korea. They can't even go home. But ain't nobody saying nothing about that though. Hey man, we get too heated up in here, boy.
Yeah, but we gonna have to close this out. we gonna have to close this out, boy, because we can go all day on this. But like I said, Jew Talk Sports, he just came in late. Yusuke, what's going on? my boy Phil, he didn't came in here. But we're gonna go ahead and close it out. We definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. We like I said, we kind of went all over the place today. We did some different things. Like I said, let me know if y'all like the format. Is this the type of format that y'all want to see more often? Not only with just 6-man K Styles, but on all AFN shows, to where we can talk about the sports, we can talk about the games that we talk about, and then we can also come into some social stuff. Because the social stuff and the and like the mental stuff, you go to Maggie Sutri Seconds for that, because that's what her channel is mostly about. And y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe to that. But like I said, we versatile over here, man. It ain't just sports over here. Like I said, that's why I said, as 6-man, it ain't gotta be just sports related. It could be whatever. We ain't saying we ain't saying like we the smartest guys on the planet, but we're gonna give you our honest opinions on stuff. This is what we do.
Absolutely.
We always say these shows, we are not for everybody.
That's for certain.
We are not for everybody. But like I said, you continue to support your man 6-man K Styles. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a like. Like I said, hashtag Ask 6-man. You see the question we had today? I want to do those more often. I want to do those more often on this channel. So that's why I say leave those. And I still do videos on the questions too. So, but I can also pick a question for the show. This is what I want to do. Like I said, you continue to support AFN. AFN's almost to the 2K side of the game, so we getting up there. We just need to get past that finish line right there, so we get to that 2, and then move on to that 3.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, I just appreciate everybody rocking with it. We had got a good turnout today, man, and definitely,
Absolutely.
like I said, I love talking. I love talking sports. I love talking whatever. I like getting people's opinion. I'm not always right. I don't want to always be right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Somebody told me a fool thinks he knows everything.
I'm willing to learn about everything. We're willing to learn. That's the end of the day.
Willing
That's
to
what
learn.
it's all about.
You gotta be willing to learn every day. Every day is a learning process. Every day you learn something new. If you ain't learning something new every day, even if it be something just this small, minute, that's more knowledge than you had the previous day.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the stuff that you pass on to the next generation. That's what it's all about. But appreciate y'all. Go ahead, Mike. Go ahead and plug what you got.
That's all I got, man. It's really just subscribe to the 6-Man K-Stars, 48 people in here. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. That's it, man. Like I said, we well versed around here. We well versed around.
Oh, also, I just recently dropped the video. I just recently dropped a video about the HBCU conversation. So y'all can see the HBCU conversation we had on the Heavy Hitters Tuesday. There may be some people that may not watch the whole show, but this is a portion of the show, and this is where we kind of started doing that. So I want to get y'all feedback on that as well as Mad Mike and Miss Maggie T with the Falcon news as well. Like I said, y'all make sure y'all give them thumbs up on their videos. Make sure you show them some love. This is what we do around here.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna go ahead and give y'all Thursday nights back. Definitely Friday Night Madness tomorrow, 8 p.m. 8:05 p.m. We might actually let the folks call in this time. We're not gonna do it every week, but we're gonna probably do it every now and then. But we might let the people call in. So rather you agree with our stance, disagree with our stance, the main thing we said is you come in with the intent of conversation and not the intent to try to overshadow somebody. Because you bring that energy, we give you the energy that you bring us. So, by that being said, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
But you got to get the hell out of here.